Hey, yo, what it do, man? It's your big homie, Bobby Dollaz. And today we have a special episode, man. Something that I have not done before. This is new to me. I got a co-host, man, a special guest co-host, too. I got the homeboy, JoshSelf, man, from Selfshootsfromthehip Podcast. We experiencing my first SCAREtober episode together. Josh, what's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Great. Happy to be here.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Hey, I appreciate you showing up, man, and showing love for me on the show. Cause my bad, man. I gotta make sure my face ain't all crazy and shit. But I'm glad you are showing a little love and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because like this my first time.
Shit anytime, you know?
Man, this is my first time doing this shit, bro. I'm nervous. You hear me? I'm nervous, goddamn it. I don't know what to do.
But to do it.
That's what's up, man. So it's the first episode of SCAREtober, man. What y'all got going on, man, for this month, bro? Like how you and your family normally celebrate Halloween?
I mean, these days, you know, as an adult, there's not a whole lot to do.
Yeah.
I mean, I think when I was single, there was, you know, Halloween parties and all that kind of stuff, you know, costume parties and everything.
Right.
But it's kind of like, you know, we just kick it. You know, might watch a scary movie or something, but none too crazy anymore. I think when I get kids, it'll be a little bit different, but you know, these days just kind of chill.
Yeah, we on the same shit. Like, I don't know, I've been thinking about decorating, man, but if I decorate in front of this house, I just go to the Dollar Tree and just go buy like $20 worth of, Halloween shits and just throw them mugs out because the dog's just going to turn them up anyway after the holiday over. So, you know what I'm saying? It's all good. That's what's up, man. So how your day going, bro? What's on your mind, man? Hey, you my co-host, bro. You got to jump in here and say some shit like tell me, Bobby, shut the fuck up, man. It's my turn. You hear me? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, another day, you know, work's been a little bit busier. It's about to pick up, going into, you know, flu season and everything.
Yeah.
So we've been, you know, working some extra hours and the hours going to go up, but everything else all right, you know. You're excited to talk a little bit about some horror movies and some characters and whatnot.
Okay, I'm with it.
I guess we could start with, you know, yeah. So like, you know, it's October. You know, it's kind of tradition for people to talk about, you know, horror movies and whatnot. Is there, you know, like a favorite character that you've had from the horror movies that you've seen over the years?
Shit, man. Hell, you know what? At my age, bro, I'm gonna say my favorite has always been Freddy Krueger, bro. Like, I don't care who say what, man. Like The Conjuring, the Insidious movies, all the Final Destinations and all them. Ain't none of those movies, man. And those some hard ass movies. Like I love all of those, but ain't none of them fucking with Freddy, bro. Like he was the first, you know what I'm saying? Like he was the one. Not saying like the first horror character for real, but like he was the first one that brought all us in, the hoods and all that. Like, hey man, I don't even want to go to sleep tonight, bro. So I'm gonna say Freddy, man. That's been my dude, real talk.
So I would say the character, it doesn't have like an actual physical presence, but Death in like the Final Destination series.
Yeah.
I think those were like some of the first movies that I really got into that are like horror movies or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, like Freddy Krueger and, you know, like Jason, Michael Myers, all them, they came out like when I was an itty bitty kid.
Right,
so like
yeah.
I wouldn't be watching them, you know, at 4 or 5 years old, you know.
Yeah.
But Final Destination came out, I think first one was like I was in high school or something.
Right.
So I was able to get into those a lot more. Even though like the character of Death doesn't actually have like a body or anything.
Yeah.
And so they're kind of, you know, trying to fight this thing that doesn't actually like exist, but it kind of exists. So I thought that was cool.
Hold on, wait. Let's get into that. Let's dissect that a little bit. So that's some scary shit, bro. That's fucked up. Like, goddamn, like you got to think you on a list and you can't break this list. Like you can't get away from it. And if you do break the list and you substitute another individual, it's still coming back around for your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, would you want to know that you getting ready to die? Like, would you want to know that, you know what I'm saying? Damn, man, like it was my time on that in that car accident, but I didn't die. So in another week or two, it could happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's some scary shit. That's some scary shit. It really is.
I would want to know, you know, like if you knew when you're about to die, it gives you a chance to get your life in order. You know, you can do your final goodbyes, you know, there's something you always wanted to do that you never got a chance to do or whatever. Because, you know, like if you're thinking about tomorrow, you don't necessarily want to spend all your money today. Yeah. But if you're going to die tomorrow, it's like, man, fuck it.
Splurge. But that's just so fucked up though, Josh. How in the hell, man? Like you saying your final goodbyes to people and you like saying, I'm gonna miss y'all, I love y'all and all this shit. Cause I know I know on December the 13th, that's my day. Like, that's going to make the shit even more tragic. That's even more fucked up in my head. Like, damn, man, I got to tell y'all goodbye because in 2 weeks, it's going to be it. Like, oh, no. Like, it make you want to escape. Like, fuck the world. I'm out of here, man. They'll find me on the mountain someday where naked or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Dead as a motherfucker because I couldn't do it, bro.
But you got to think a lot of people that die, most people don't, you know, get to die in their old age. You know, a lot of people die in a car accident, you know, some shit like that where it's like you just get killed out of nowhere. You didn't have a chance to really get all your friends, or you didn't have a chance to say goodbye to loved ones.
Yeah, like a sudden death. I got you.
Yeah. You know, you have an argument with somebody. That's the last minute they have of you. Like y'all mad at each other over nothing. Yeah. You know, I think I would want to have a chance to make sure I didn't, you know, dot all my I's and cross all my T's.
Yeah, kind of reconcile the shit. I get you. That's what's up, man. Like that makes sense, man. That's the humane part. That's the compassionate part you talking about. Like I'm talking about, like, I don't know, like, would you like say, fuck it, man, I'm finna just have like 14 one night stands in 14 days. It's gonna be 2 weeks of bitches. I'm just finna go hard in this one. Like, would you do some shit like that? I mean, like, damn.
I mean, if I wasn't married, then you know, I would be doing something similar to that, you know.
But damn, but look, man, but do that really matter? Does the marriage really fucking matter? Like you you got to the 13th here, bro. Like, does it really fucking matter here? Like, is she gonna yell at you when you what the fuck? Like, she gonna be mad at you? Like,
you know, I feel like, you know, I think she might go for it. You know, like if she knew that it was gonna be over anyway.
Yeah,
you know,
she might jump in with you. Like, shit, let me pick these hoes. If you're gonna go out, you're gonna go out with a bang. Damn it, Joshua. Let me pick these hoes. I'm gonna do it for you. That would be crazy. I would,
you know, travel. I mean, I pretty much use up every dollar I got. You know.
Yeah. Like fuck the kids.
I mean, I have like, you know, life insurance policies. So, like,
Daddy, you saving us anything? Fuck you, kids. I'm finna spend every dime I got.
I want to spend all of it. You know, I probably go to every strip club they got.
Hey, you hear me, P Valley? I'm on my way. Real talk. Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. Okay, so if that's the case, then tell me this though, bro. What would you say? What is the worst? Not worst. Okay, what is like just too sexy or too revealing for your wife to wear as a costume? Like if y'all was going out to a party or something like that, where would you put your foot down?
I mean, as long as like her the lower part of her tits covered up, or the. So if she had like side boob out, then I want like the front covered up. Had like, you know, the top out.
He's specific as a motherfucker. I like that.
I'd probably be okay with like 44% exposure or something like that.
Oh hell no! He's like 44%.
You know, like I'm okay with her showing something.
Yeah,
you know, like I want to be able to see something when I'm walking around out there. You know,
damn right.
but yeah, I probably draw the line at the areola.
He said areola. Hey man, oh man, that is funny.
And,
hey,
for the rest, as long as you can like see like her actual cheeks or whatever, it's all right.
Right, man. Hey, I'm loving this, man. Having a co-host is fun as hell to me, bro. Because JoshSelf is one. He say no areola, baby. You can put the whole titty out, but you cover that areola. Hey, I like that, man. No cheeks. That's what's up, man. Like, hey, I don't know. I think me personally, bro, like my wife ain't like that. Like I like a basic type lady. I like a woman that's more about taking care of herself and doing what she do, but not being so flamboyant and out there and got to be in comparison with every other woman that's around and all that shit. Like I like that type of woman that's just good with herself. She cool. If she cute that day, she cute that day. If she ain't, then oh well, shit, I had shit to do. You know what I'm saying? Like I respect that type. Like that's what's up for me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if I had like a Meg the Stallion or something, I probably would be mad as hell, man. Like fuck nah, you ain't finna be running up out of here like that. You already twerking in every goddamn video. You ain't finna be butt ass naked. She'll call me an old ass man every time she seen me, bro. I don't know, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty provocative though. That's pretty provocative. So what's up with the debates though, man? Let's talk about that shit, man. Like I know Kamala, man. She threw some facts out there at old boy last night, man. I don't like saying their names, bro. I really don't. Like I'm not a, I ain't no political type. You know what I'm saying? I hate talking about these people and showing them love. You know what I'm saying? But what was you thinking though when you was?
You kind of have to. It's hard to not talk about them since one of these groups, is going to be determining a lot of policy for us, for the next 4 years or whatever.
That's true. That's facts. Big.
So like, I felt like the debate was fine. Like it wasn't any better or worse than any other debate that I've seen. Everybody was talking about the fly on a man's head, which was fucking hilarious. Like
man,
the Twitter feed was like fly jokes. It's like, oh shit.
Hey man, the internet don't lose.
I never heard somebody clown about fly.
Oh my god, the internet.
And it was just sitting there. It was just chilling.
He had shit on his mind, bro. He had shit on his mind. That's all.
He hear like buzzing or nothing. It was just sitting there.
What the fuck? How did we get there? How did we get here, bro? Like he had a fly on his head. Hey, but that's what's up, man. Like, I mean, but do you think that the world is cool with an individual given the direction that Pence is giving, seeing that he is the head of the COVID task force team and like 30 or 35 people, including the president, got COVID right now? Like, and these are all people in your house. Like, how do I pretend that I'm not seeing this? Like, how do I unsee that? You know what I'm saying? And then vote for you.
You can't unsee it,
Yeah.
I think we have a chance to say what we really feel, November 3rd or sooner if you, early vote.
Yeah.
It was just comical watching the debate because Pence's answers to all the questions were very, very long and drawn out, and he never ever even tries to get anywhere near the actual question. He just like, if I say a bunch of words, eventually they'll leave me alone.
They be talking in circles, bro. It's just odd. That's that dealership mentality.
Mm-hmm.
That shit crazy. I don't get it. I don't understand it, man. But that's why I say my preference is not to even deal with the politics, because these niggas, man, this is what they go to school for. They start off being lawyers and shit, bro, and learning how to lie and all of that, man. And before you know it, they holding the spot in the office as a professional liar, and they telling you everything you want to hear. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, the crazy part though is that they're mostly not liars. They're just very good at talking around the actual issues,
But ain't that lying though? I mean, that's
some of them do lie, but they're not technically liars. They're not honest.
See,
but they're not really.
Now, Josh, you the perfect politician because you talking me in circles right now. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? See how easy it is to misdirect and put another individual in your mindset and make them believe the shit that you feel like is right. That's all wrong,
So
man.
Turn 35, I'll be able to run for basically any public office.
Start with the chief of police. Shit, they probably need you the most right now because, hey man, these motherfuckers.
I got my sights set on a couple of positions. You know, I just got to wait another year and a couple of months, whatever, for me to hit that 35 mark.
That's what's up.
I'll be running for office.
That's what's up. Hey, do your thing, bro. I don't blame you, man. If you can get away with it, I say do it. But at the same time, clean that shit up, though, man. You got to be truthful. It's yes or no, man. Like, you can give explanations, but if you're going to do that, make them brief and to the point. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the reason why Obama, when he was in office, that's the reason why so many people respected him. You know what I'm saying? Because he just gave you the answer. Brief and to the point. That's just it.
That's what I want to get to.
Yeah.
But honestly, obviously me looking from the outside, like I never actually been a politician, so I don't actually know for real what it's like. But it feels like it's difficult for a lot of them to really be direct.
Yeah.
Because politics, as you know, even we see like local politics, like even removing like the idea of political office from the equation, but just like if you're at work or you're at church or whatever, politics are always in play, and it's very hard to be black and white with a lot of situations. You kind of want everybody to be on your side, as opposed to only having this group on your side or that group on your side.
I get what you're saying.
Everybody to focus with you, but in order to get everybody to focus with you, you kind of have to, I don't want to dedicate myself fully to this or to this. Maybe if I just kind of thread the middle a little bit, then I can kind of get everybody to be on my side,
Yeah, in the business world, they call that they call it bendability, to be able to bend, without breaking and giving in to, certain kinds of business deals and things like that. So I get what you're saying, bro. It's just like weird though. It's still weird to me. You know what I'm saying? It's still weird to me, but
it is. To us on the outside.
Yeah. Yeah, it really,
but they definitely have a way with words, and try to duck the question. And I see it at work all the time, where like the upper management is basically they're just politicians. They don't really want to be against the regular employees, but they don't necessarily want to be for them either. Yeah. And they have to find a way to navigate to where they can kind of appease everybody. And it's crazy how well they are at ducking the questions. They very, very rarely give you a yes or a no. Yeah, it's always kind of like this, thing where like they have like these caveats or terms and conditions and stuff. It's just like, is it yes or no?
It's scripted politics, scripted management, scripted business. Like all of that shit is the same, man. They gonna rapidly. It's like an auctioneer. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna rapidly tell you the things that you need to know, but then slow down and tell you the shit they want you to know. You know what I'm saying? So I get that. That's what's up, man. But hey, it is what it is, man. So hopefully we'll be preparing for 4 years or something different. If not, then shit, they created this monster 4 years ago, and either you gonna live with it or you gonna fight it off. So one of the other gotta happen. You hear me? One of the other got to happen, bro. That's what's up, man. So hey, man, I'm in here with my guest co-host JoshSelf from the Self Shoot from the Hip Podcast. Hey man, this is cool, man. This is SCAREtober. We in and out just talking about a little bit of everything, man. Josh, man, what's on your mind, bro? What's going on?
Man, just living the life, and we were talking earlier about the horror movie villains. But maybe we can flip it and look at the like the horror movie, the heroes. do you have like a favorite hero that you like watching back in the day, or today?
I don't know, bro. Like a horror movie hero, like somebody in a horror movie that saved the day or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh shit. That's a good one. That's a now you got me thinking like I had a guest thinking this shit on my on
Why you thinking? My favorite one has got to be Ripley, played by Sigourney Beaver in the first Alien. Okay. And she was in the other ones too, but
yeah.
The first Alien was a horror movie. The other ones are kind of a blend of horror and action or whatever.
Right.
And I liked her character because she was like, she's a woman and she's like a regular woman, she doesn't have like special powers or anything like that.
Right.
And she's fighting in this world with a bunch of men. And she brings the strength to the character, without being like overly sexual.
Yeah.
Like, and that's the part that I like. Like, no offense to any, female character that is sexual, but the fact that this woman do what she was doing without being all about, showing her titties or
being sexual,
showing her ass or anything. Yeah. I like that a lot. She was just like, I'm just a strong woman, and that's it.
Okay.
Had like the
shit. I'm just thinking, man, while I'm listening to you, like I'm trying. I guess if that's the case, I guess if we want to go that route, I'll say one of my favorites was Neve Campbell in Scream. What's her name? Sydney? Was it Sydney in there? Yeah, I think her name was Sydney in there. I liked her as a hero because she stayed the course. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? She stayed the course through all three of the major Scream movies. It was never a time. It was never a time where she was like Gail Weathers in it. Where she trying to write a book or she trying to gain off of some kind of fame or something. She was always trying to find that killer. And when she did, it was hard for them to reassemble and create and come with another killer because she was like creating a blueprint on, how to stop this mofo. You know what I'm saying? So I want to say she was, man, and she was coherent. She wasn't like some of the heroes that would fight off the bad guys on drugs or, an alcoholic in the movie or something like that. Like she was just straight up, I got to find this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk. Yeah, I liked her. I think I'll go with her on that one. That's what's up on that one. Yeah, hey, so I don't know. I say as a kid, bro, like this was a question on my mind. Like as a kid, what was the Halloween candy every time you went trick-or-treating that you got that you hated, but every time you went trick-or-treating, they give you a bunch of that shit?
So the ones that I hated, it was like it came like this orange wrapper.
Yeah, that's it.
White chocolate.
It was peanut butter. Yeah.
I don't even know what it is, but I hated that.
Yeah, it was an orange wrapper and a black wrapper. It was orange and black wrappers. I know exactly what you're talking about. I hated that shit, but I eat them now though. I eat them now. I will. Like my kids wouldn't eat them. And I would want some candy, and I would straight eat that shit. Oh wow, that's kind of like broccoli and stuff.
Your go-to candy back in the day.
You say what candy I didn't like back in the day?
No, the candy that you did like, the one that you're like, this is what I'm looking for. Like when I go trick or treating, I want this.
Oh, back in the day, it was called a chunky. I don't know if people remember that. It was in a silver wrapper, and it had the red words on that chunky, and it was a little small square, and it had 4 little pieces in it, but it had like raisins and nuts and different stuff in there, and it was solid chocolate. Man, I used to love them things, and we'll go in other people's bags and eat their chunkies, bro. I love them, damn. I used to love them, man, for real.
I ain't never heard of chunky.
Yeah, look it up, bro.
What's not like make?
I ain't hear you. You wouldn't did. Say it again.
They don't make those anymore. The chunky.
You know what? Every now and again, I might see them at like Sam's or something like that, where you got to buy a big bulk of them. But I don't really see them in regular stores no more. But back then they was like 89 cents. So I guess right now they'd be like $1.29 or something. But yeah, hey, they was fire, man. Look them up. They in a silver wrapper with the word chunky on the front written in red. And they was fire. I used to love them.
I think Skittles. I love the little, the fun size bag or whatever.
Yeah.
They had a Skittles giveaway around Halloween.
Yeah.
Like that was my go-to.
Man, I'm a Skittles head, bro. I got Skittles in my file cabinet right now, bro. I love Skittles. I love Skittles, bro. I go get every flavor and put them all in a big Ziploc bag and just mix them all together. And when I'm editing and working, I just be eating them mugs. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Hey, so Mr. Co-host, what I decided to do, man, I decided to go to thoughtcatalog.com. And I pulled out 3 scenarios, okay, for SCAREtober for us. I'm gonna read them to us, and I want you to tell me your take on it. What do you think you would have done? I mean, diagnose it, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Any thoughts that you have on it? We're gonna talk about this. I mean, it's SCAREtober, so why not, man? All right, so like I said, I got these 3 scenarios from thoughtcatalog.com, and here's the first one. I'm gonna read you the first one. It says, my father planned out my whole family's murder. Overhearing my dad and his friend planning out the murder of my mother, sister, and me, I had just turned 17 back in 1986. He was going to burn the house down while we were asleep that night. He worked midnights, and I wasn't supposed to be home. When I heard him going through the house, getting whatever items he wanted to save from the fire and talking about the plan, I hid in a crawl space between our family room and the hall closet. He left to take a load to hide to his friend's house. I ran to call someone, anyone. In a small town of 500 people and only one sheriff, who was my dad's friend, he had cut the phone lines. So I wasn't able to call and speak to anybody, but thankfully my mom and my sister came home before he got back from his friend's house. My sister and I had to plead with our mom to leave, but she finally did. He abused my mother for 25 years. Now she's almost 80 years old, taking jazz and tap lessons, yoga classes, and goes on all kinds of trips with our fellow senior citizens. She's awesome. And this was a scenario by Get a Duck 11 from thoughtcatalog.com. What you think about that, bro? If you was at the crib at the age of 17 and you heard your dad walking through the house talking on the phone about killing you and your mama and your sister that night.
Yeah, that's a crazy scenario, I guess because my dad, he ain't never do anything to my mom at all. Like, he didn't touch her like that or anything like that. But hypothetically speaking, if it was to come to that, the context makes a big difference though, because I think you said it was 1986 or something.
Yeah, 1986
this took place.
Mm-hmm.
So like when I was 17, cell phones existed, smartphones didn't exist.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But cell phones did. And so me being able to, call 911, like he couldn't just, cut the phone line or whatever and keep us from being able to communicate with the outside world or whatever.
Right.
And so I think we still would have gone the route of like, mom, we need to go, we need to leave or whatever.
Get the hell out of here.
Yeah. Like my mom had her own car. I guess it was a van, but still. Yeah. So we wouldn't really be stuck necessarily. But even if we were stuck, I think it would just be one of those like we gonna grab a couple things and get out of here. And I think that's really the solution. You gotta leave. You can't wait and
get out of there.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta go.
Yeah.
But then when I started thinking about it though, at 17, like I was still small, so to speak, but I could have gone head up with my dad though. In this scenario, I'm assuming that the funeral is a girl, I'm assuming.
Well, I don't know. It didn't say if it was
Um,
yeah, it didn't say. It just said mom, sister. Like it didn't say I was a guy or a girl or nothing like that.
okay. 'Cause I could have gone head up with my dad at 17. I'm not saying I would have won, but I could have.
Could have tried to stop it, right? Let them know I know. You know, we know what you're doing here. Yeah. Oh, that's crazy, man. Well, 1986, bro. Shit, I was 9, and I don't know. I don't know how I would have played that. Like to even think, you know, damn, you know, we thinking this man love us, and he walking around the house trying to get rid of our ass. Like I don't know, like having the mindset I had, like I ain't really get into the street life, like street until I was about 12. You know what I'm saying? So at 9, I was still kind of just chilling, like just depending on my granddad and all of them to be around. So I don't know, I probably would have freaked out too and been like, Mama, we got to roll. Like this nigga tripping. Like I don't know if he drunk or if he just snorted some coke or something, but I seen him taking shit out the house. We got to roll. You know what I'm saying? Like we got to go. So that's crazy, man. But
yeah, but how would you have responded if you were 17 though?
Man,
if you were 17, how would you have responded?
Now in real life, like real life, 17 years old, I was probably about 200 pounds, about maybe 10%, 11% body fat. I played football. I was on my way to a scholarship. I was leaving. I graduated from high school at 17. So my dad was only like 5'6", 5'7". So yeah, he probably got his ass whooped that night. Like he probably got tossed all around that motherfucker. Like I was a big dude. Like I've always been huge. I've always been a big guy. Even my hands, everything are huge. So you know, ain't no telling. If I'd have been pissed off, and by that time I was gang banging and all kinds of shit, man. Me and that nigga been in there tearing that motherfucker up. You know what I'm saying? We'd have been tearing that motherfucker up. So. Especially for my mama too and my sister, yeah. At 17, yeah, that's true. I probably would have went hard. He'd had to kill me that night. So either way, he'd have went to jail. You know what I'm saying? Damn, that's crazy, bro. But just to imagine that, man. Can you imagine that? Wow. Okay, well, let's do one more scenario, man, before we jump into any more movies with some villains and stuff. On this scenario right here, man, this was another one. This was kind of crazy though, but this one was shit. This one's a little weird. All right, so this one say back in the early 90s, my friends and I were planning on sneaking out of the house and going to an abandoned house at the end of the street. I got caught sneaking out, so we didn't go. The next morning, we snuck into it anyway. There were 2 girls handcuffed and gagged in one of the upstairs bedrooms. Absolutely spooked us the fuck out. We saved their lives by sneaking into that house. But the fucked up part was that they were going to go the night before. So that could have been them and their homeboys in that room about to die, gagged and all that. Like, how do you play that scenario, bro? If like, you know, you finna go to your favorite spot, even as an adult, it could be right now. You ain't got to be no teenager or nothing, but it could be like you an adult and you know, you finna go hang out at your favorite spot where you and the homies go. And it's a little hole in the wall. Motherfuckers don't really be there. It's just y'all. And when you get there, you get there early and open the door and see 2 chicks on the floor with handcuffs and gags in their mouth. Like what do you do? What's next?
Does the scenario say like how old the people were?
Nah, it just say it was back in the 90s. That's all they say. I'm sure they were teenagers if they saying they were getting ready to sneak out the house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They said they were planning on sneaking out the house and going to an abandoned house at the end of the street. So you know, ain't no grown up going to no abandoned house to hang out.
Right. That's my whole thing. I was just like, so like if I was like a teenager and you know we snuck out and came across something like this, my first thought would be call the police. Yeah, I guess we had to be like go back home and then call the police because we didn't have cell phones just yet.
Well, say in the 90s,
is also kind of scary because like having to leave the people there because if they're handcuffed, like I can't get them out of handcuffs.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, so then it's like, well, I gotta leave and, you know, go back home or something like that, call the police,
Yeah.
you know, and hopefully that the police get there before something bad happens to them, you know.
Yeah.
That's probably the best I can do though.
Yeah.
I mean, I might, you know, look around, see if I can find like a brick or something that I can you know, try to break the handcuffs with, but pretty much I probably just had to go back home and get the police to come handle it.
All right, well, that makes sense. I mean, it's say you and the homeboys, so it's like you and your buddies went up there the next morning. So you know, a couple of y'all can stay there with the girls just in case something happened. You got a fighting chance, and one of y'all can go get help. You know what I'm saying, or one of us, or whoever, how it go. You know.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't leave them there. I definitely wouldn't like leave them there because, shit. If
it depends how many people went. You know,
yeah.
If it was like 3 or 4 of us, then yeah, a couple people can stay, somebody else go get help. But if it was just like me and one other person,
yeah,
I wouldn't want to leave that one other person there because we don't know how many people put them in this position. You know, it might be 3, 4, 5 guys that, you know, have snatching girls off the street or whatever. And I don't want my one friend, you know, trying to fight.
Dudes, yeah. You know? That's why I say at least leave 2 of them there to get a fighting advantage. Yeah, that's what's up, man. But I know I would think in my mind though, if they handcuffed and gagged, it didn't say they were bound and gagged. So shit, I would say handcuffed is on their wrist, they gag. I would just take the gags out their mouth, tell them stand your ass up, let's roll, man. Come on, follow me down these steps, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Because apparently their legs and shit gotta be loose, you know.
But if they're like handcuffed like to something, you know.
Oh yeah, I got you.
You don't handcuff them to themselves, you know. If they handcuff to like the radiator or
to,
you know, pole or something.
See, your scary movie way different than mine, shit. Because this scenario ain't said shit about them being handcuffed and nothing, and I wasn't even thinking about that part. You right, shit. They could be handcuffed to anything. You sure right. Fucking little girls, they don't make no damn sense. Why in the hell they even up there? Where they damn mamas at?
Crazy who's out there.
Hey, it is.
You know,
some fucking dirt bags out here, man. It really is.
Yeah.
Damn.
So like, you have a daughter, right?
Yeah, I got a 19-year-old daughter.
You know, so I imagine that, like, you know, as a father, you know, one of the scariest things that could possibly happen to you is something happening to your kids, you know.
Man, yes. Yeah.
And you know, this gotta be, you know, something that you think about every now and then. Like, I'm sure you don't want to dwell on it, but you know, we are talking about, you know, things that, you know, scare us or whatever. And I imagine that this is the kind of thing that would be really frightening for you. You know, something was to happen to your kids, you know?
Yeah, absolutely, man. I think about that shit every day though, Josh, to be honest with you, especially with my daughter, because, you know, she got her own car and all of that shit. She don't really go many places. She don't really do a lot, but when classes were in, she would go to school. She goes to work. So I'd be worried sometimes that she could be pumping her gas and somebody could trip on her or anything, you know, but you know, I always tell her, you know, keep that Life 360 app on your phone whenever you're out and about and you're going to be gone like all day or some shit. If you're going out of town or something like that, make sure the locator is on. So if we have to go to the Find My Phone app or something, you know, anything like at least if her phone ain't even with her, it'll put us in some kind of a direction. You know, it'll help us do something. So, you know, you got to fight fire with fire. And since so many kids and people out here rely on their phones, shit, you got to use that to your advantage. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's about the best that I can get with that, man. That shit is crazy, bro. Like, these motherfuckers are dirtbags out here, bro. They do whatever to people, trafficking and all of that, man.
Some crazy folks, man.
Yeah, man. And it ain't even just about the daughter shit. It could be your wife. You know what I'm saying? Like, your moms, anybody. It could be guys, shit, your little brother. Hey, man, these motherfuckers out here, they crazy, bro. They crazy. So we can go into another movie, man, or if you want, we can go ahead and get into the last scenario before we you know, go ahead and call this episode a wrap, because I'm enjoying this episode. This is pretty cool, man. You know what I'm saying? This is pretty cool.
Let's do the other scenario.
Okay, all right. So In this scenario right here, this one reads, there was a bar fight. Huge guy out of prison that morning, racist, unpleasant, and very fucking drunk. He'd been in that pub all day. In walks a woman. Apparently they had beef. He grabs a glass and tries to smash it in her face, misses, and glass somehow, what did it say? Oh, okay. He misses her and hits some random woman. Now he's extra angry, grabs his intended target by the throat, slams her into a chair, starts punching her in the face repeatedly. The staff calls the police, but the guy is trying to kill the woman. So I get in there and break it up. He swings at me. She bites me. I'm now in the middle of two people trying to kill each other. Scary shit. What would you have done?
Man, that's a tough scenario. It's like I've seen there was an incident in Memphis about a year ago where there was a fight at a Waffle House where a man was basically beating on a woman. A guy jumps in, breaks it up, fights the man off. The guy leaves, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And he goes to his car, gets a gun, comes back, and kills the guy. And so it's like this guy was just trying to help this woman who's getting beat up in public, and loses his life for it.
Yeah.
So in that kind of scenario, it is difficult to want to jump in because you want to help this person, because this woman is being savagely attacked. But at the same time, I don't necessarily want to lose my life.
Yeah.
Like I don't know this woman. Like I would be willing to risk my life for my wife,
right,
or my mother, something like that. But for a stranger, it's like I don't necessarily want to die to protect this stranger,
Yeah, and he was definitely in danger because, like you say,
I don't like the idea of standing by and doing nothing.
Well, you had a catch-22 because, like I say, he was definitely in danger because it said when he got in there to break it up, the dude punched him and she bit him. So it wasn't like she was grateful that he helped. Hell, she bit him, and she knew the difference between who was fighting and who was helping. So you kind of right about that. But then at the same time, it's one of them things where I would say, call the police first, and while you got the police on the line or while the phone is dialing or whatever, give it to whoever you with. Because if you at a bar or something, you ain't gonna be there by yourself 9 times out of 10. Or have the person you're with call the police and say something while you're in the midst of doing that to kind of try to help keep that type of shit from happening. And then secondly, don't even leave out the place. Wait till the police come before you go out there and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like don't just try to break it up. He get pissed off, say what he gonna say, walk out, and then you walk out too. Like, nah, go find yourself somewhere to go sit still or get away or go stand in one of their offices or something. Because if the nigga leaving right out, he coming right back in. You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't huffy and puffy to go get in his car and cry on the way home. Like, you know what I'm saying? Right, you know what he finna do. So if you ain't got your piece on you to defend yourself, the next best move is to lock yourself into something where he can't get in. You know what I'm saying? But shit, how often does that happen? You know what I'm saying? So like I say, you kind of at a catch-22. Either you let her get her ass whooped or you take the chance of dying yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think also I would want to weigh, like, do I think I could take this guy in a fight?
Weighing that option.
So like the description said he was like, a big guy. And if I think he's like way bigger than me, and it's like if I get hit by this dude, I'm probably gonna die. Then
right.
I don't know. It's like it's a hard call because you don't want this person getting beat up.
Yeah.
This woman's probably 100 pounds. You know how that goes. Like dudes love beating on the smallest of women.
Yeah.
So it's like, do I think I can beat him? Was the likelihood of him, being strapped or having a pistol or something in his car? Yeah, I don't know. Like, there's a lot of factors to go into.
Right.
do I have access to a weapon or something? Like, can I grab a chair? Can I grab a bottle?
Right.
Something like that.
Glass.
Things like that can kind of even the odds, even if he's bigger.
Yeah.
If you have like kind of make a shank out of a bottle, or whatever, like actually break it. That kind of thing can help even the odds a little bit if you're going to be trying to protect this woman.
Well, that makes sense, man. But I'm with you on the fighting part. Like if you can match up with him, at least try that first, because that'll slow him down from going right. That'll slow him down. That'll stop some of the adrenaline, you know what I'm saying, of him having the mindset of going and getting the gun. Like it's two different adrenalines. It's an adrenaline when you fighting and throwing your punches and that kind of shit. And then it's another adrenaline when you of sound mind, ready to do something. You know what I'm saying? Like you can be getting ready to put a chair together and you'll have that adrenaline of sound mind saying, I'm finna go and put this chair together, man. I got my screws, I got my drill. I'm finna knock this shit out. And that adrenaline pumping and you ready to get that shit done. But it's another adrenaline when you got them hands going, because it goes with the whole physicality thing. You know what I'm saying? So if you can beat his ass, shit, wear him down a little bit. Don't even let him get to that motherfucking car. You know what I'm saying? Don't even let him get to that damn car. Knock his ass out if you can, when he wake up.
You got size up your opponent and all that.
Yeah.
Because also the scenario said he's drunk, which that kind of takes away from his coordination.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. I forgot about that part. Oh yeah.
So like if you can get him off balance, you can probably get him on the ground.
Yeah, you can run up behind him, get him in that little chokehold, and you know what I'm saying, and punch him in his ear a couple of that mother. once that ear starts stinking. Yeah. Okay, you're right. Yeah.
Again, I don't know how big the person that was talking was, so they might have been 100 pounds themselves.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You don't want to fuck with that dude, because he probably gonna slap you one time and that's over with.
Right.
That's true. If you can match up with him a little bit, him being drunk gives you a huge advantage.
That's big facts. That's big facts. Yeah, that's why I think most of the time when they
might have been drunk too, the person that was speaking.
Well, no, I didn't say that. It just said I just say they was at a bar and there was a bar fight. That's all it's saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they may or may not have been drunk. It's like if they themselves were drunk, then it's like, nah, you don't want to fight that dude.
You don't want to do it, right? And then the crazy thing is, it's like it say that the dude was trying to kill old girl, and she walked in, and he directed his attention towards her. So apparently they know each other. They might have been dating or any damn thing, and that's why she bit his ass.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe they used to that type of shit. They like fighting and beating each other ass, and then go home and screw or something. Who knows? That's crazy, bro. That's a crazy scenario.
Crazy shit out there, man.
That's a crazy ass scenario, bro. Well, all right, man. So we coming to the end of the first ever SCAREtober episode with my co-host JoshSelf from the Selfshoots Podcast, Selfshoots from the Hip Podcast, because I'm sure it's another one out there with that name. So Josh, man, what movies, man? What movies you recommended for Halloween, man? Like starting off the month, what would you say? Your top 5 movies to just watch right out. And it don't matter. They ain't gotta be classics or nothing like that.
The classic.
No, I said they don't have to be. They don't have to be. Mm-hmm.
Right. If I'm gonna give a recommendation, I feel like you guys start with this one. I feel like it just kind of set the tone for all these slasher movies.
Yeah.
Going forward, it kind of bridges the gap between the jump scare and the gore movies.
Okay.
There's more gore in it than some of the stuff from before, but it still has you come around the corner, it's like it kind of it's in the middle. We have later movies that are straight gore, like Saw, things in that nature, where it's just all it is just
straight
people
killing,
getting cut up and shit.
Yeah.
So it kind of was like in the middle where it encompassed both of them. And you can't get past the music, the music was just there. You know, the villain having his own music was just like that's it right there. Like,
that was fire. That's true. That was fire. And they did try to replicate that in other movies. So you're right. So your first one is Halloween. Then the first Halloween. All right. What's your second one then?
I would say Tremors.
Oh wow, yeah.
Graboids. I mean, it's just like fun. You know, that's all the movie is, just fun. Like, it's not too serious. You know, we're just being silly. We're just gonna have some fun.
Yeah.
With the weirdest creature coming out of the ground and shit. Like,
yeah.
I can appreciate, you know, just having fun. You know, just it's Halloween, whatever. Want to get a couple laughs in, you know, just to see something silly. I would say Tremors. Be my number 2 pick.
Tremors was good. They got a 2 and a 3 to that too. So yeah, Tremors was good. And your third one?
I would say Candyman. You know, for the culture.
Man, God,
you know, I'm looking forward to the new one that it's already made, but they haven't released.
Yeah, they won't release it, bro.
You know, COVID and all that.
But,
I think Candyman was like one of the movies for the culture for Black people, in particular. You know.
Yeah.
You don't really see that many movies, like horror movies, filmed in like Black like neighborhoods or whatever, and this one's mostly in like a apartment complex, you know, where a bunch of folks lived. You know, you don't see that kind of thing that you know,
Yep. I thought it was in. Wasn't that in the Caprini Green projects? Wasn't it in there? Okay. Yeah. That's what's up, man. So your first 3, you got the first Halloween, Tremors, the first Tremors, and Candyman. Okay, what's number 4?
Number 4, I would say is Predator.
That ain't no damn horror movie.
Like, it's not a pure horror movie. No, it's a horror movie. It's in between like horror and action.
Right, that's what I thought. It was just action.
Both of them.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not a pure action movie. Like,
okay.
When the thing is, like, in the original Predator, half the time, like, they don't even know where it is. It just kind of jumps out the bushes,
and it was invisible and shit. Yeah, I get you. I got you. Okay.
Right. The later ones were more action, and there was less of the suspense, like where is it? You know, how we find it, whatever.
Okay.
It kind of walks the line, but a lot of movies do. You know.
Yeah, of course they're supposed
kind of
to
blend elements from other stuff. You know.
Yeah.
But I felt like, you know, like Schwarzenegger doing his thing, and then you had Carl Weathers, you have Bill Duke, you got Jesse Ventura.
Yeah.
And it's like an overload of testosterone. You know, it's
like the Expendables and shit, right?
In the very beginning, where the dude calls the other guy a slack jaw faggot or whatever, you know, just like
right off.
They're gonna be talking shit
right off.
This entire movie. They did. It's just like it's so much like you know, testosterone and so much masculine energy in the movie. Is crazy. I loved it.
Okay. Okay.
And for my 5th, I'd probably say Scary Movie. Even though it's not a horror movie.
Nah, that's definitely on the list.
That movie and then the series that followed was like it was kind of, you know, just poking fun at all the tropes and the crazy ideas of horror movies and everything. It kind of bring them together in a way for everybody to laugh. You know, we can all just get a good chuckle in.
That's what's up.
The idea that a scary movie, so to speak, doesn't have to be like terrifying.
Horrifying.
You can just have fun with it, you know. In the same vein as Tremors, you know.
Tremors was like that too. I'm with that.
Just have some fun with it.
Yeah, you had 2 of my movies on your list. You had 2 of them on my. You had 2 of your movies is the same as mine. Oh man, I must be high or something. I don't know. I can't talk right now, but it's the same. It's kind of the same. Yeah, I think my top 5 was let's see, the 5th one. I guess I can go. I'll go from 5 to 1. So my 5th one, because like we just said, I like the comedy kind of scary movie stuff too. it was a classic for me, was Vampire in Brooklyn. I'm definitely gonna always watch that. That was like one of Eddie Murphy's best ones, if you ask me, with Angela Bassett and Kadeem Hardison and John Witherspoon. Like, he had a host of comedians and great actors in there. So that's what's up. I think the fourth one would have been The Conjuring, like that whole Conjuring story. We could go with that, because The Conjuring was like, that was some real shit. That freaked me the hell out. Like, every time, even when I watch it now, it freaks me the hell out. So I would go with that Conjuring series. The third one, I would say Scary Movie 2. Hey man, I gotta watch that every October at least 3 times, man. I gotta watch Scary Movie 2. That's my shit. You know, I think Regina Hull played her part, man. As Brenda, hey, she turned that mug out. My second one would be the Final Destination series. No, actually, you know what? I would say Scary Movie 2. I would say my second one would be Candyman. That Final Destination series got to be an honorable mention, man, because number one on that one, that was the first of its kind, where shit just 3D flying at your ass and smashing skulls, and you know, and then you got death tracking you, and so Final Destination, that's got to be an honorable mention. But I would say the one movie that I watch every Halloween that I recommend everybody watch at some point in October is the very first Nightmare on Elm Street. You gotta watch that one, man. That shit is classic, bro. Like,
it's a classic, yeah.
You know, like that's what they say, scaretastic. Hey, that's one of the ones right there, man. Like, you never saw it coming. Like, when that came out, I think it was 1986 when that movie came out. It was right off the break of Halloween and the first Friday the 13th. So maybe that came out in 1990. I don't know. I can't remember. I have to look it up, but I do know that was the first of its kind, like straight dreams, where the person pulling you into the dream and killing you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's still creepy. When he sucked them into that bed and shot all that blood on the ceiling, bro, that freaked me the hell out. I was like, damn. I was like, poor Johnny Depp. They just sucked them into the mattress. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn.
You know, those three, you know, Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, and Halloween, they kind of really defined like an entire genre of movies. You know, so they're horror, but they're kind of like the subgenre of splash within the horror major genre. You know, they kind of set the tone for, you know, movies to come for like the next 15-20 years. You know, we've kind of left that a little bit, but for a long time they were the benchmark for what horror movies.
I agree. And they did set the standard. They did set the standard, and it was like one after the other. You know what I'm saying? Because it's kind of, because it's just like, it's kind of, my bad. It's kind of like what you said. Each one of these movies though kind of had a hero, a villain, and a monster. You know, because Halloween, Jamie Lee Curtis was the hero. Jason was the villain. I mean, Michael Myers was the villain, but I think it was his mom or his sister or somebody, Michael, that turned him into Michael Myers. You know, because they kept beating him and fucking with, like that was the monster. That was the straight monster. You know, same with Friday the 13th. Jason was the bad guy. What is the camp counselor that he pulled into the water but was trying to solve the mystery of him?
I don't remember the name. I know what you're talking about though.
But that was the good guy, and then the mama was the monster. Like, Jason's mom, she was the crazy one because she flipped out and started killing all of them. So yeah, they all got that, man. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. It was a good era. The 80s, that was a good era of music, movies, all of that shit, man. All of that shit. That's what's up. You don't even know nothing about the 80s, dude. What the hell? You know what I'm saying? You don't know that. I think, when was you was born in the 90s, weren't you?
I'm born in 87.
Oh, you was born in 87. Okay.
I was born in 87, so I don't really know anything about the 80s in terms of like personal experience. But you see 80s culture, and people have revisited it later and whatnot.
Yeah.
So it definitely shaped the world. So you get to see it, but I never really lived it myself though.
That's what's up. Yeah, I think I was 10. Yeah, I was 10 when you were born. So
I've definitely revisited a lot of the classics.
Man, you can see them in the movies and the parties and all of that, the music, everything. 80s was a good a year. 90s was my years, but 80s was a good time. It really was. Except for Ronald Reagan days. But anyway, hey, but that's what's up, man. Hey, this has been a great episode, man. Me and my co-host, man.
Great.
Yeah, Josh. Hey, it was cool having you on, bro. How you feel? How you feeling, man? Like, how was your first episode?
I'm good. I'm good. It was a great experience. I'm looking forward to the next one.
Yeah, man. We got to figure out what the hell we're gonna talk about. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I come up with a few more of these scenarios too. These was pretty cool. Yeah, these was pretty cool. What you want to say to the people before we go, bro?
And so you got a 20-year anniversary coming up. That what you said earlier?
Yeah, man. October 14th. Yep.
Yeah, so I've got my first year anniversary, so I'm just getting my feet wet, really.
Yeah.
A veteran, talking to the rookie. Rookie of the year though.
Hey, that's what's up.
I'm looking forward to it.
That's what's up. Hey, that's what's up. It's pleasant.
It's
pleasant.
That's what's on my mind though right now.
Yeah, it's pleasant. When we did the episode before, we talked about it a little bit. I'm gonna keep saying it, and I said it to you then. Just create space. Always give yourself some space, man. Once you give yourselves that room to explore, and you're not just volunteering information and volunteering your time, and always, creating some kind of issue, everything works out. And don't, Mr. Politician, don't talk her in circles, bro. You're gonna make her overthink. Don't do that. And you don't want to overthink it because it's gonna bite you in the ass when you want to sit still and relax. I'm telling you right now.
Right.
Hey, that's what's up, man. Hey, it's love though. It's absolute love. You'll enjoy it, especially when the kids show up. It's gonna be all good. That's what's up.
Yeah. It's been good so far. I'm looking forward to getting to that 20 years myself.
Man,
I got ways to go, but that's the goal.
Yeah, enjoy it, man. Find some common ground. Just enjoy it. That's what's up. All right, man. Well, hey, it's been a great episode, man. Josh, tell them where they can find you at, bro, if they need to rap with you.
Man, you can find me on Twitter at Selfshoots. You can find me on Instagram at Magus of the M. Come holler at me.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And you're big homie, man. You can find me anywhere you're looking, bro. Shit, just look hard enough. I'm around. You heard me. Hey, it is what it is, man. It's been a great episode. First episode of SCAREtober, man. Hey, it's been the Bobby Dollaz Show.